Oh, wait.
What is
Oh, wait a minute.
up?
She's working.
Yes.
Holy crap, people. We're going to have a show today.
Yes, we are. What is up? I might be on a little delay because I'm not where I normally am. I'm somewhere else, but it doesn't matter. What is up, everyone? We are back. It's tea time with Robyn. I am T. She is Robyn. What is up? We are on the Building Buffalo Network. Go over there, check out some amazing content Monday through Sunday. We're about to kick it back, so it might be Monday through Sunday now. But we are on Thursdays. This will drop on Fridays. What's up, Bills Mafia? What's up, Robyn? How you doing?
Well, now that you bring that subject up, we're doing just mighty fine today.
Oh,
it's a day-to-day thing, as we know. However, we have turned the corner. The end is in sight. I'm telling you, I am so ready for this season to start, for something to start, for training camp to start, for the players to show up. Please, this last part of July is like, woo.
Yeah, the takes, everything that goes on out there is just little nasty, and we are tired of it. But like you said, training camp is going to be starting soon, and the rookies have reported. They reported on Tuesday, which is great, and they reported here. Well, I'm not there, I'm somewhere else, but normally I'm here. They reported in Buffalo. And normally, do they report in Buffalo or do they go to Rochester?
Rochester? I think the rookies report to Buffalo first, only because they get the tour of the locker room and kind of the geography. You know, just this is where you go to do this. This is where you go to do that. Then they go to Rochester, and then they come back.
Gotcha.
But the poor baby rookies, they got a lot to do, don't they?
Please. Please. But like you said, I'm excited because even though when training camp happens, we're like, oh, the summer is over. But I mean, we got a lot of summer. I'm not worried about the summer being over. I'm just happy football is kind of back for a bit. But I'll say this. So let's talk about training camp and the hoopla when it comes to training camp and tickets. I'll say this. I won't be going to Rochester this year. I don't have tickets. Crazy. But I will be going to the red and blue or blue and red, whatever, thanks to LeSean. And then
LeSean is the bomb.
He's the bomb. He's the bomb. Then
Love
they
him.
did tickets again for us. Did you hear us peasants on WGR?
No.
Oh, there's a caller that called in with his take on the PSLs and the tickets and how he wants to be the first one in his seats. And if the peasants, which is the people who are not ticket holders, don't understand, oh well. And I'm just like, okay, then I'm a peasant, I guess. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of entitlement going on.
Miss me with that stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm sorry, guys. I was not in the comments, but thank you guys for
miss me
up.
with that stuff.
Yes, miss me with all that.
Seriously, miss me with that stuff. T the Queen, yes. How's it going, Miss Robyn? I'll talk about how I'm doing later.
Oh yeah,
and I have things to say. So there. And Sandra's here. We're good. But getting back to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, it's changed so much. And we knew some of this was going to happen, right? We knew that when the PSL thing came out and so on, there was going to be adjustments that were going to need to be made. But the thing that I think that's getting kind of glossed over in a way that I think deserves more attention and maybe some of our attention is that this is reminiscent of other things that that you experience in life when there becomes a major change, like you have a new stadium, right? The culture. Nobody's talking about Bill's Mafia. Okay. Like Is Bill's Mafia going to stay Bill's Mafia like the mob did back in the day with the
Hmm.
5 families in New York City? Or is it going to evolve or devolve, I should say, into a bunch of fighting and inbiting and all that sort of thing? And will the culture of Bill's Mafia change because there's a new stadium, and along with the new stadium comes a whole new feeling about
Yeah.
the Bills?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm an old woman, all right? And I was a senior in high school when Rich Stadium opened.
Mm,
And like a lot of people, there's pieces of me that I'm watching go crashing down as we see that stadium getting torn apart.
right.
And there's some feelings that go along with that. Well, some of the other feelings are concerning. What is it going to be like? What is the culture going to be like? Is it going to be different? Is the composition of fans at the games going to be a little different than it was in the past? I think it might be.
Hmm.
So we have to, like sit back and call me skeptical, but I am, I'm welcoming all this and it's all very nice. But at the same time, I'm kind of wondering, is there going to be a change in our fan base?
Mm.
Is the
I
culture of our fan base changing?
Well, I think it will because when new things happen, I th- it's a matter of time before things change. And yeah, Bill's Mafia means family. I understand it, and I think because of the money situation with the PSLs, and some people think they're entitled, and it is what it is. I think it's going to change. I don't know if it's going to change for the better. I hope it changed for the better because the stadium looks amazing. I can't wait to see
It
it
does,
personally. But also too, I'm a fan who don't really care about going to see a game there. I'm
right?
a fan that just want to see the stadium itself because also I'm not a person who goes to games.
Right,
So when it comes to my opinion about, the stadium itself, I can totally care. I can care less about it. Um,
right.
but I get what some people are saying. We pay that much money for it. Um, I guess I want first dibs. I guess. I mean,
Well, whatever,
of the whatever.
yeah, lose me with this stuff.
Yeah,
I just don't. Oh,
yeah,
it
yeah. It sold out in 23 minutes. I went on. Not. I was so behind, and I got towards the end. It's like, oh, you're next in line. Boom, sold out. And I was like, all right, cool. So my sister called me and was like, hey, did you try to get tickets? And I was like, yeah, I'm sold out. She said, try again. So I went on there again, and I was like, oh shoot, I got two. Cool. So if
so
somebody
good.
doesn't have them, I'll give them away. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll probably be the only one that go because I know Lay doesn't really care.
Yeah, and I have to say, I have to pine away in a way because I used to come to training camp
Hmm.
like every other year. From
Gotcha.
206 to 10 years on, I was going to camp a lot
Hmm.
when I could get tickets, when I would know that you didn't even need tickets, right?
Right.
You just went to practice, and that stopped. And so now there's no way I could ever plan to make a trip to training camp because I wouldn't know if I'd ever have tickets to go see it anyway. So that part of my fanhood is gone, and I kind of miss that.
Right.
I'm a little envious of people in Western New York who can get tickets and go kind of on the spur, like you're
Well,
talking
you know
about.
what? What I might do, so I have two tickets. And I don't know if Lay wants to go. She never wants to go to training camp. I'm gonna ask her today. If she doesn't go, I'm going to raffle the other ticket off. That someone can
That's
go with me.
cool.
I'll pick you up, reasonable, in Buffalo. I'll pick you up and
What
we can go.
about you could come to Wyoming and get me?
Right? I'll drive to Wyoming. I'll get you, and we can go. And thank you, John. Please like and share this. We are back. I am not back at my normal location, but I will be back there next week. We'll be back next week. We will be back from
We
every
will
Thursday and
be back.
beyond unless something happens.
We will be back.
We will be back.
Yes,
But let's move along. Let's talk about this. So
because we got
this
shit to
year
talk.
a lot has happened. Is it a prove it year? Is the Bills roster better than last year? Has Brandon Beane done enough to improve this roster?
It's a
Ooh,
legitimate
okay,
question. Take a
I gotta go on mute.
Okay, no problem. So here's the deal. Um, let's talk about what Brandon Beane actually has done. We have DJ Moore, who we didn't have. And I think the thing that I would love to know from all of you, and please, since T has just abandoned me temporarily, put in the comments. I want to know what you guys think. But how are we going to even know if he's done enough with the roster when there's going to be a whole different scheme? The offense is probably going to be pretty much the same, but the defense is not. And so how would we even be able to tell if he did the right things with the roster? There's no way for us to know that right now. I will say one thing. I have a couple of concerns about what Brandon Beane has not done with the roster, and one of which, probably the top of my list, is there's no competition for Tyler Bass. What is up with that, you guys? I don't understand it. Usually we have some camp guy that comes in to compete. And is this something that they're trying to show all the faith and trust and hope in Tyler to get his confidence level up? Or are we talking about something different? Because I'm not really following why we don't have somebody providing any kind of competition. Now, I think it might have been Joe Marino on Locked On Bills. He may have mentioned the fact, oh my God, she's back, thank God.
I'm sorry.
I had to ad lib. You know how I am at ad libbing.
I am so sorry. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for putting up with me, you guys. But anyway, I'm talking about that there's no competition for Tyler Bass when we're talking about Brandon Beane
Mm-hmm.
and if he's done enough with the roster.
Right.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Well, Joe Marino from Locked On Bills said that maybe the deal with Tyler Bass is that Prater is on speed dial. So, in other words, if Tyler doesn't cut the mustard, then they can just give Prater a call and
Mm-hmm.
say, "Come on in,"
Right.
because he doesn't really need a bunch of time in camp and all that sort of thing. He's old enough that he knows the drill.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as what Brandon Beane has done with the roster, not having any competition for Tyler Bass is a problem for me.
It is. I think it's a, like you said. I think it's they have faith in. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm bright. They
Oh
have
my
faith.
God, she's going to leave me again.
They have
So,
faith. They have faith in Tyler Bass. So I think they're fine with that. With that position. So when it comes to the roster itself, is it better than last year? I would say yes because of the fact that you brought in a wide receiver of a DJ Moore. All of a sudden, though, when you brought in a DJ Moore, now DJ Moore is not who he was when he was with Chicago. He had a down. If wide receivers have one down year, then they suck, and that I have a problem with that because I get situations happen. You have a rookie quarterback. You brought in more pieces to that offense, and maybe DJ Moore was now placed down the line to
and
where
you
he
got a new
wasn't
head
the guy.
coach.
Right, a new coach. Like a lot of things happen
Shit
in order
happens.
and why DJ Moore position was where it was. Um, I I think the roster has improved. I don't know coming out the gate if we're going to see it. And I know, like everybody, first week is fill out week. You know what I mean? It's going to take some time. We have a lot of new pieces, a lot. I think the roster is better than last year. I just think we have a lot of new pieces.
We do. And a lot of new scheme.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
Okay. So, like I was mentioning when you were gone, with Jim Leonard's new scheme, how are you going to even be able to tell if he did enough with the roster? You don't know.
Right.
We don't know what we don't know with this defense. And excuse me, but I'm thinking about guys like TJ Sanders and Landon Jackson and some of these guys. They're new guys
And
too.
they're young.
They're young
The
and they're in a
Buffalo Bills
whole
might
different
have
scheme.
the second. I seen it. It's in my notes. This defense is young
Yes.
compared to what we had last year. This
Oh,
defense is young.
well, yeah, when you go from Larry Ogunjobi, who's age what,
Yeah.
Jordan Phillips to age
Yep.
what,
To
and you're
Trey
putting in
White,
second.
no disrespect to him. Jordan
Exactly.
Poyer. I mean,
Exactly. Now we're cooking with gas with young folks.
mhm,
But it's going to take time because some of these young folks that were drafted last year, they weren't drafted for this defense.
yeah,
And so we don't know how they're going to fit. Like
right,
TJ Sanders, he's like a big question mark for me. It's
yeah.
like, is he gonna be better in this defense? I hope so. Deion Walker, I'm not so worried about because honestly, I think he's so talented that this year we're going to see an even bump up with him
Well,
in terms of
let's talk about those battles because the battles are happening.
yes,
Um, you messaged me about Alec Anderson
yes.
and how he's ready to take that starting role on left guard. And when I seen the video,
On Good
he's
Morning
ready.
Football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's ready. He's definitely ready. He's been 5 years in. I think he's ready. When you mentioned, let me get back to who you mentioned. You mentioned Walker. I always say this when a guy is coming from college to the NFL, you're preparing yourself for the combine, you're preparing yourself for all of this other stuff. You're not preparing yourself for NFL football. So this is the first year Deion Walker has to train for the NFL with
Exactly.
no back issues. His body should be right now. That man was playing off of sheer talent
Mhm.
because they're like, we're going to put you in there. Let me see what you can do. And to
Yeah,
surprise, he
exactly.
surprised all of us and he was good. Now he has
He
a whole
surprised
year.
me,
Right. He
you
has a
know.
whole year.
Mhm.
Who's to
He
say
has
what
had a
he's
whole
on?
year, and he, like you said, he's had this year of training. But the other thing that the first and the second year difference is
Mhm.
they don't have a break.
Right.
They go right from
Right into
college
it.
right into it, and there is no break whatsoever that they
Right.
get. And that wears on them. That's why they hit the rookie wall,
Yes.
right? They're
Yes.
mentally burned out by the time they reach the 12th game of the season. They're like
Mhm.
mentally toast. And to be able to have that break, like he's been able to have, work
Right.
on his body, do his thing, actually recover from all that he went through in his first year. I think that I expect him to play really well. And I expect him to really play well in a Jim Leonard defense because he can improvise.
Mhm.
Deion Walker, he's an unusual cat
Yeah.
because of his body size. He can move. He moves
Mhm.
his feet very well for a guy his size.
Right.
And so now that he's going to be able to have carte blanche basically in terms of do whatever you want to do right out there,
Mhm.
just like make sure it happens. I think he's meant for this kind of defense. I
Yeah,
think he's
for
going to
sure.
take a big step up.
And let's stay on defense. That cornerback room, we know Benford is solid. And for the most part, people are saying Harrison is solid as well. But we've seen in camp where it was Elam, right? Khair Elam was ahead, was drafted before Benford, wasn't it? Was it that
Yes,
draft?
it was
Okay.
that draft. Yep.
And then Benford jumped Kyer, and now he's the starter. He's here and he's not. Well, we've seen where you've drafted somebody late, and that guy has outperformed the guy that you want. So that being said, Hairston, we know he's gotten hurt several times last year. He's the guy. We know that he's the guy. But there's a one guy in there that's ready to go. IGB, is that IGB, right?
Yes, IGB.
He's ready to go.
Igbinosun.
And who's to say that that second cornerback is not the rookie? I mean, that battle is going to be intense.
It's going to be intense.
Yeah.
It's going to be very intense because Max Hairston should feel very uncomfortable because he was not drafted by this regime.
Right.
And so he could be a trade piece if he doesn't fit in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, that battle is going to be rough and ready right from the get-go.
Yeah.
But
I like it because
I want to go back. Can we go back for just a moment?
Yep.
To the left guard battle? Because
yes.
Alec Anderson, when he was on Good Morning Football, there was an intensity about what he said when they were asking him, like, okay, so what's your deal this year? Well, I'm competing for the left guard spot. I mean, he was very clear about exactly what he was going for.
He's 5 years in. He should.
He should. But let's not forget, there's Austin Corbett. Mm-hmm. Okay, Austin Corbett. He's 6'4", 306. He can play center and guard. What do we do with Tylen Grable?
Oh,
He's another guy that can play left guard. What are we going to do with Cedric Van Pran Granger? We have an embarrassment of riches on the offensive line. Not a lot of experience, okay, in terms of numbers of games, but we got some talented people.
So what are you gonna do with oh my God, what did I say his name wrong? Torrance, who's up for an extension. Like, will he get it before training camp, before the first game? Will they be like,
I bet it won't be before training camp.
Right.
I bet training camp is going to set the tone for a lot of it. So, like you pointed out with the corners, the left guard position is going to be the battle I'm going to be watching. Like,
yeah,
I think it's going to be really interesting.
Definitely going to be very, very,
okay.
Very interesting.
Bouncing back to a corner, D. Alford is a guy that also is in the mix. And what are we going to see from D. Alford this too, right?
Forgot about. There's a lot of
question marks.
Yeah.
Question marks. And let's know D. Alford was signed after Leonard came along. So he's probably Leonard's pick.
Yeah.
Right.
And someone said in the chat, John said that IGB, I bet, was John's pick or Jim's pick too.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Max Hairston was not.
Right. And that was Sean McDermott.
I think the leash for Max Hairston is going to be shorter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we'll have to see what happens. But he's definitely got himself a fight on his hands for a starting job.
So I've just found it. It says the Bills is one of the youngest teams overall, 14th overall, and the second youngest defense. So it's a lot of youth.
And inexperience.
And it could be good or bad.
Well, and you've got a first time DC.
Right.
Okay.
But you got John Fox there, right?
Yes. Thank God.
Who's also seen a lot of defense.
Such a smart move.
Yes, I think so too. I think
it's such a smart move.
Robyn, I think that's the smartest not talked about move.
Right.
Throughout this whole thing.
Absolutely. And Carmichael for OC.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
He's very experienced. He's gonna offer an awful lot of support for Joe Brady.
What's up, Rob?
Rob. Hey, Rob. So because Joe is in his rookie year as head coach, It's going to be a whole different ball of
It
wax when,
is. It's gonna
when you're
be.
running the big show, dude.
I mean, I like it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like all of it. It's
Yeah.
just here's the thing, and we're gonna go to spill the tea. Here's the thing that's gonna test us as fans. Are we gonna have the patience? Are we gonna have the patience, or are we just gonna be like, "I'm over it. We should have never let Sean McDermott go out the door." You know what I mean?
Oh,
Because
right.
that's
Oh,
what it's gonna
definitely.
be.
And especially, like, let's take a look at our first 5 opponents.
They're gonna be tough. So we're gonna
I
have to.
mean, trial by fire, these guys are going to be dropped into a hot.
Oh, what a hot pan for sure.
It's going to be like, let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be training camp, and then it's going to be let's go.
Yeah, gonna hit you right in the face. You're either gonna perform or you're not.
And we have to be patient, like you
Yeah.
said, T. We have to be patient. We have to stop ourselves. We have to check in with ourselves a little bit.
Oh, me and you gonna check in, and if you're on the stream with us, and we're gonna check your pulse too, because you guys knew what it was gonna be about. You wanted Sean
Exactly.
McDermott gone. Some of you did, some of you didn't. Whatever, he's gone. So now we're gonna have to be in this thing together, and that's why we got a new segment. And I'm so happy Robyn did this. But before we go on to our new segment, we got an
Old segment.
and we're gonna do it right now because we need to spill some tea, y'all.
For me, come on, just spill that. Come on, just spill that. Spill that tea for me. Spill my dirty tea. Yeah, tell me everything. Come on, just spill that.
All right.
Spilling the tea. So,
Going first or me?
yeah, I'll go first. Mine's quick. There's a lot happening, not just with the bills itself, but with how you can watch the bills. So, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because Brandon Beane said the hell with WGR about the wide receiver room, but something happened because WGR is no longer the home of the Buffalo Bills. I think it's what, Rock 97 Rock, and the sideline
97
reporter.
Rock. I think it's 97 Rock, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, I think it's 97 Rock. If we're wrong, guys, you can tell us in the chat, but I think it is. And then the sideline reporter is Steve Tasker, which I'm hearing there's a lot of people not too happy about that. And then they added Mitch Morse and Tom Paracello. If I said his name wrong, sorry. For the pre-show or the post-show, one or the other. Then they took over a Jets. This what kills me about it. I loved it though. They took over a Jets. Was it the radio station or network that hosts the Jets games? But the Bills took it over. Again, I didn't read all of it, so bear with me. They took over their station. Now you can watch the Bills wherever. Because you remember the Bills games were sometimes blacked out. You couldn't get it because of where you live. Now that's not the case. You can go Florida, you can go Colorado. If there's a station there, you can find the Bills. I think it's so funny that you can watch Bills now in Florida. I just think it's hilarious that because a lot of Bills are in Florida. If you would have had to go to a bar to watch the game, now you can sit at home and watch it on your TV and listen to it too as well.
Well, that would put Sunday Ticket out of business, I would think. So this must be audio only.
It might be audio.
I think it's just audio.
Read into it. Thank you. Who said yes? 97 Rock. Thank you, John. He said yes.
Thank you. But point being, there's all this change. I have no clue. It's like, okay, where am I going to be able to hear the games now, audio?
The Mitch Morrison thing kind of got me like, what's happening? Mitch Morrison lives in freaking Carolina, right? He lives somewhere.
Not in Western New York.
Yeah, so he's going to be streaming, like with Tom Paris. Like, what do we? So me and you can. Hey, Bills. Me and Robyn is free on Sunday.
Let's go.
We can do this.
Let's just go. Yeah, it will be interesting to see this first year with the new stadium and then all this change with radio and Joey Hatch. Thank you, Joey. There's a whole bunch of new radio channels that will be broadcasting Buffalo Bills, 27 new sister stations. Do they play them in
Thank you.
Wyoming? Can I get them in
Oh,
Wyoming?
right.
That's what I
Yeah.
want to know. But okay,
Good question.
I'll wait to find out. But the problem is what you said, T. There's so much confusion.
It
I
is.
don't think it's going to take us all a while to,
Because
figure
where
this
am I
out.
going to see the pregame, the postgame? Is it going to be on WGR? I know they're going to talk Bills because
It'll
Sal's
be
not fired
audio.
from it. So
It'll be
yeah,
audio.
I guess
But
the first game is just well, that's why we got preseason.
yeah, good luck, fellas. Figure it out.
Right.
Right? Just
What's your
figure
spill
it
tea,
out.
Robyn?
Okay, I'm spilling the tea. Do you get the feeling she's in a hurry today?
I'm
I think she
sorry.
is. She is, but that's okay.
It's my
We're
car.
moving right along because I just want to bitch. Okay, I'm just gonna say it straight up here. My spill the tea. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm over it. If I have to listen to or see one more ranking list,
Oh, God.
I am going to lose my mind. This part of the year is so difficult to begin with, but could we not have such a lack of creativity? Okay? Ranking the top 10 the top 10, the worst 10, the 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I'm sick of it. Sick of
Josh is
it.
number one, and everybody flipped their freaking mind.
Exactly. Who cares? I don't care. So could we do something maybe a little more creative? I'm sure there's something all these great content creators can come up with other than ranking lists.
Yeah.
Thank you. End of rant.
I think here's my piggyback your situation. I'm going to probably say this also on Not Your Average podcast. I think people lose their mind when Josh becomes a number one quarterback of the NFL this season. And we're just talking about, I think people panties needs to be just taken out your butt, guys. They're talking about this season. We already know what Patrick Mahomes has accomplished. And I'm going to say this again on my other pod. We know what he's accomplished. Now, if we're talking about legacy, we all know Patrick Mahomes is here. Okay? He's there.
All know it.
We know that. We're just talking about right now. Josh Allen is the number one quarterback of the NFL now. Okay? Guys, we know what Patrick Mahomes can do. We know what he can't do. We've seen it. As Bills fans, we've been a part of it, okay? So we don't need to keep talking about, well, what about Patrick Mahomes? I don't know. What about Lamar Jackson? Guys, come on. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. Come on, stop. It's okay. It's okay. We'll all figure it out towards the end of the season anyway, okay? If they're there at the end of the season, okay, cool, right? We'll talk about it. But woosah, guys. But little woosah, all right? The whole world is upset because of what? Yeah. I don't know.
McCrybaby. Okay.
I love it. Oh, you know what I didn't put in there? I didn't put that in there.
What?
The segment.
Oh, well, how about if I just introduce it and then next week we can do all that stuff. Hey, at the end of every show.
Dang it.
It's all right. Next week, girl. You're not even in the same place that you normally
are. I'll be in the studio next week.
We're all messed up today. But it's pre-real season anyway. So next week we'll have our stuff together, right? Maybe.
Yes.
I want to say something at the end of every show, and we're going to call this little wrap up at showtime called check-in. And part of the reason I would like to do this, I brought this to T's attention, and she was kind enough to say, yeah, let's do it. Most of you or some of you probably know that my spouse has Parkinson's disease, and I have become a full-time caregiver. And it's part of why I could no longer do the blog because I don't have the time that I used to have available to do that. But I got thinking, and if you follow me on Twitter, I put out a tweet about a week ago and said that I was going to become more verbal about this experience as a caregiver because most of my professional life, I was the caregiver to the caregivers. My master's thesis was on caregiving, all of that sort of thing. So I'm at this point where now I have to practice what I preach, which I'm not so good at. And so what I've decided to do is force myself, because I'm irrationally independent by nature, to talk about what it's like to be a full-time caregiver. And at the end of every show, we would like to do, T and I, just a check-in with each other, but also I would like to invite anybody. You see my handle on X is at Robyn Monday YO. Please feel free to let me know if you're a caregiver and how you're doing. And